So what is acoustic treatment for voiceover? When we're talking about voiceover and voiceover recordings, acoustic treatment is the material placed inside your recording space to absorb sound reflections. Now, this material can be lots of different things, but when you move towards professional acoustic treatment, you're usually talking about material in the form of panels mounted on the wall and ceiling. But acoustic treatment used to absorb reflections can really be made of anything. It just depends on how well it works. When we speak, the sound waves from our mouth are picked up by the microphone, but they don't stop there. They continue and bounce or reflect off the room's surfaces. And this causes many problems for voiceover recordings. A type of acoustic treatment called absorption is used to catch and remove these reflections so the microphone doesn't pick them up. A professional, well-treated voiceover recording space is reflectionless, at least from the microphone's perspective, in all frequency spaces. Now, preventing outside sounds or noise from entering your recording space or your voiceover booth and ruining your recording, that's different. That's called isolation. Now, achieving isolation for a recording space takes a completely different type of acoustic treatment. Now, this is really important. A professional, well-treated voiceover recording space is reflectionless in all frequencies. I'm going to be repeating that statement quite a few times through this course, and you're going to find that this is the key to a great sound. A recording space or a voiceover booth without reflections is the number one ingredient necessary to achieve a professional sound. It's more important than any expensive equipment like a microphone. It's more effective than any type of restoration plugins. Nothing is going to get you a professional sound more than a well-treated recording space. And just to illustrate a little bit further how important this is, an average voice with a cheap mic in a well-treated room is going to sound more professional than a great voice on a great mic in a poor acoustically treated room, and that's because of reflections. The sound coming from our mouth basically hits that wall, that reflective surface, and bounces off, giving us that reflective sound. But when you have absorbing material, that sound is stopped and absorbed, and it never even reaches the wall to reflect back out. Achieving a reflectionless room is going to depend on several things: the acoustic treatment type that you use, the placement or location of your treatment, how much treatment you use, and all of that is going to depend on the dimensions of the room that you're recording in, and that's the length, width, and height. So why do so many voiceover artists ignore acoustic treatment? Well, it's because acoustic treatment can be confusing, it can be expensive, and the truth is it's just not that fun to shop for, right? I mean, I'd much rather be buying some type of cool or shopping for some type of cool equipment than for acoustic panels. Now, what you're hearing right now, my voice is being recorded in a non-treated room. And now, this is my voice in a well-treated room. Most voiceover artists ignore acoustic treatment because they don't understand how much of a dramatic, positive difference proper acoustic treatment in your recording space can make. I want you to meet Julie. She is a voiceover artist who has experienced all of these challenges with acoustic treatment and reflections. She had them in her studio. But I want you to see how she felt after she followed my acoustic treatment consultation, which, by the way, is precisely what you're going to get in this course. Here's a short clip of Julie's reaction just after installing the new acoustic treatment in her studio.
I had been chasing a specific sound that I have never achieved till now. This is the sound I've been looking for 2 full years. This is the sound I've been chasing, and now I know it's because of the treatment on the walls, because I've always been chasing this specific sound. I wanted it to sound professional, and I know what that sounds like. My ear knows what that sounds like, and I've known this whole time, and now I feel like my stuff sounds like that finally. And I'm over the moon about it.
And by the way, that was Julie recording on her laptop mic. Later on in the course, I'm going to play for you Julie's final sound with all of her new acoustic treatment installed, speaking on her professional voiceover microphone. Now, in this full acoustic treatment for voiceover training, I'm going to demystify acoustic treatment for you. I'm not going to dive deep into the physics. I'm only going to show you what you need to do to make your voiceover recording space sound awesome. You'll learn how your voiceover sound travels in your recording space. You're going to learn to hear and identify problems in your recording space so you know what to listen for and how to resolve them. You'll learn why some commonly used acoustic treatment solutions fall short, and you're going to learn which acoustic treatment you need, how much to use, and where to place it to give you an excellent voiceover recording sound. So where does acoustic treatment fit into the grand scheme of your voiceover business? How important is it? How much priority should you give this investment of acoustic treatment? That's what we're going to talk about in the next section.